Mom? Highberry's mother? My dear daughter, you finally did it. Suppose it all worked out in the end after all. Well, it's always like this with her. Never a moment's rest. I knew we would meet again. But it appears evil is running amok outside. So, shall we postpone our joyful reunion for a while? Timar, your master is no more. Why do you stand in my way? During the Spring War, I had no choice but to bend to Durok's will. But with Durok gone, I'm free to risk my life to stop you. How reckless. You cannot defeat me, Tamar. I'm not the one who will defeat you. Are you waiting for Elysian's daughter to gather the final blessing? As am I. Soon I will take all of her blessings for my own. Why not join me instead, Tamar? I am far stronger now than those who called themselves gods. I am all too aware of your strength. But that is all you have. You are alone. Typical. You extinguished your flame the moment we swerved towards the town. Disappointing. You have grown as weak as your master. That's why you're doomed to fail. Now return to your master's side. That's enough. Durok! Already? How? It's impossible. You still alive, Tamar? As you can see, I cling on to life. You have done well. Go back and rest. Hello, Jude. It's been a while. Who needs chains? I felled him with a single punch. Seriously, a single punch won't be any use. He needs to be chained up to keep him quiet. Quiet? He'll rampage even harder than before in an attempt to break them. Should I show you what a real binding is? This is kind of overwhelming force. It's this kind of overwhelming force. How are they? You fool. Were you waiting on Lucia to gather all of the blessings? Don't tell me. The blessings were. Yes. The blessings were gathered in all place. Once the blessings were gathered in one place, we were resurrected. And you deliberately entrusted these blessings to a child. Is that how little you think of me? Jude, this was the inevitable result of your greed. You would never have been able to harm Lucia with her blessings. That's why we closed the springs, so that you would require the blessings. It's time for you to pay for your sins, Jude. I hate you so much. You always talk like you know everything before it happens. I have embossed magic far greater than yours. Once I break these bindings, it's the end for you. He's so noisy. Mind if I do something about it? Arua, your thunder is far louder. How could this happen? For millennia, I've been gathering magic to suppress you. Count yourself lucky. If the Legion took part, you'd already be dead. Indeed. It's a shame, but I simply will not be able to restrain my power. The only reason you draw breath is because Aramut has something to say. Aramut, my old master. You let such great power go to waste and died at the hands of humans. Now you show your face before me again? Have you been playing with me all this time? I have known for a long time that you were gathering dark magic in secret. Then why didn't you stop me? Because I could not. To be more precise, my power is insufficient to extinguish the dark magic already within you. Typical. Incompetent deities. That's why I stepped up in your place. I will collect all dark magic within my body and accomplish what you failed to do. Is what I've done so wrong? Weren't you the ones who brought dark magic into this world in the first place? Indeed. The primordial deities are at fault for all that. But, how do you not realize that you're making the same mistake right now? Same mistake. How is it the least bit comparable? You completely disregarded any being other than yourself. You were concerned with only your own perfection. And what was the result? A war of attrition. Villages burned. Senseless sacrifice and sorrow. Entirely unnecessary death and suffering. It was necessary step towards the ideal. You are sorely mistaken, Jude. Dark magic itself does not create conflict in the world. It merely unleashes the latent power and desires of each individual. It transforms you into a being that exists only for yourself, encouraging the destruction of all but the self. That is the core of dark magic. Lies. I have complete control over this dark magic. Do you still not comprehend? It's the mind that counts, not the power to control it. Jude, the dark magic has deceived you, just like so many others before. Can you sincerely tell us the current state of the world is the ideal you were hoping for? Then why did you entrust your task to Elysian's daughter? Was it necessary to go to so much trouble to deceive me? The days of ancestral deities guiding the world with their powerful magic are over. The world needs a new generation, unlike us, strong, but arrogant. So we set the stage for small, weak beings to grow together in the face of the world's pain. As a result, we witnessed the miracle of dark magic being purified. A human completely purged herself of dark magic. And another soul, once a messenger of Aimhard, completely destroyed the dark magic that had tainted her daughter. Further still, the soul of a human who wanted to protect his son completely purified himself of dark magic. This wasn't accomplished by beings you have looked down upon. It was a dream we wanted to fulfill so badly that even our ancestors failed to do so. This is the new era we sought to create. Lucia will be the new milestone in that era's birth. So I was just bait for the history you wanted to write. The ending I spent millennia preparing for was just this. How hollow. I admire the loyalty you showed me for so long, Jude. But you have not used the power you gained from me wisely. And so, I must destroy your body. Is that wise? With the loss of my body, all the dark magic I will have gathered, that I have barely sealed away, will be scattered. And that will be born, and that too will be born by those of the new era, as I said. Now, perish. I left home in search of strawberry pie, and it ended like this. The villages destroyed by Jude have begun to be rebuilt by Durok's power. Humans killed in the war were brought back to life by my mother's powers. And humans began to make wishes to the deities again. Everything was back to normal, as if nothing had happened. You wouldn't be able to tell anything has changed at all. Except for me, of course. I never thought I'd sit on this hill with my mom again. Do you remember us resting here before? More like I remember the feeling of being in your arms here. Never felt such a warmth with anyone but you. You may have lost your memory, but you retained those emotions. That's right. That's what drove me to leave the forest. Come to think of it, why did I lose all my memory in the first place? Is it because I was so young? Or perhaps Ark was trying to protect you. Huh? Black Joe? But why? Did you already work it out? Why? What's wrong? Actually, I dipped you in the pond at the pudding cave. What? Pond not only absorbs the magic of deities, but also their memories. That's why you forgot all of your childhood memories. I suspected I didn't lose those memories entirely naturally. But why do such a dangerous thing? When you were 8 years old, you went on a rampage seeking revenge on humans. So, I dipped you in the lake. Luckily, all you lost were your memories. Ah, so that's why you only watched me from afar afterwards. Yes. I was worried that if you saw me, the memories would come back. I see. Since you did it to protect me, I suppose I can forgive you. Thank you, Black Joe. You've been through so much for my sake. I basically raised you, ahem. Good work, Ark. What would you like as a reward? For you to dispel the ugly bird spell you put on me! I'm afraid I cannot do that. What? Why not? Sorry, I only learned how to cast the spell, not dispel it. Does that mean I have to look like this for the rest of my life? You're so small. You'd make a good pillow, or even a footrest. What a good idea. I'll have to try that. Ark has a surprising amount of uses. I'll show you them all in time. Like mother, like daughter. Oh, but Mom, I have a friend I want to introduce you to. Ooh. Hello, Elysian. My name is Justice Bernard. Oh, you must be the young man from the spring. You certainly are handsome. You passed the test. What? But why are you wearing armor? Aren't you hot? I was told to come right after my shift. Go away! Wow, I didn't know that little 01 was hidden in the forest. I hid it here away from the Pope's eyes. I made 12 in total. The original 001 was actually too big to hide properly, but luckily the Pope didn't find it here. Alright then, let's start with the rusty pressure pump. I'm excited to see your skills with my own eyes. I'll teach you everything I know. Watch closely. It's a cool monocle. Wouldn't it be better to split the pressure pump into 3? You don't think I've already tried that? Even being locked up in the Pope's dungeons didn't stop my research. In theory, 2 pumps should be ideal, but not in practice. I was the one responsible for testing all the Pope's mini golems. Really? The ones that my golems beat easily during the war? Come on now. Have you forgotten the original creator of 001, 002, and 003? And that was my tinkering that made them even better. How about we have a rock hauling contest with our modified golems? And what will I win? I don't waste my time on trivial things. You're a child, live a little. Don't you think this is a little too combative between family? I was expecting a cozy atmosphere, but this is something else. They have similar personalities. It's better than being awkward with each other, don't you think? I like it. Anyway, what are you two going to do for now? With the witch hunt over, there are no more warriors for us to raid. Well, I don't know how to do much except golem maintenance. Hey, how's everybody doing? Grouchy! Ralph, what brings you here? I'm here to get what I was promised. What promise? Get those golems moving! As expected, Valvalia Village is in complete mess. There are collapsed buildings everywhere. Oh right! Ralph said he was going to do business with our golems. I just got back from the palace with a contract for reconstruction. You made some kind of deal using my golems? Haha, this is a monopoly. If you cooperate, I'll let you have some fun. Is everybody ready? So I can keep up with the maintenance? I'll get straight to work on demolition bombs. And I'll be the foreman, on site. Good, everybody knows their roles already. Alright, starting today, we're the Flying Squirrel Construction Crew. Would someone please explain to me what's going on? Come on, let's go make some money. Black Village had a festival and celebration. Now that the Pope is gone, there's plenty of food for everyone. Kana and her newly named Flying Squirrel Construction Crew are working with Ralph to rebuild the damage. And Ralph has become one of the richest men in Valvalia. Robin and Livia are doing just fine too. There's not really nothing my mom can't do. Oh. Everyone gathered to pay their respects to Verstein. Not just the Death Squad, Matt, Kana, and Livia, and even the King and Princess of Valvalia. With the mood so sentimental, Justice looked surprisingly pleased. He also provided someone the opportunity. He was also provided with the opportunity to resurrect Verstein. He said his father had met his mother now, and had much to talk about. Meanwhile, Arian became a mage in the Royal Guard. Having grown up among the Death Squad, she seems almost most comfortable within a military system. Holy shit. One heck of a hat. Luna's friends seem to be on good terms now. Shell just rolling around in the bed. I often go over to her house with them. I won't lose to you this time, Pieberry. Melina is working hard on her dragon research. Alfredo is also working a job with his dad. That's his dad? Apparently he's surprisingly delicate hand and is doing surprisingly well. Reina received a medal from the king that restored her family's honor. The palace also reinstated Reina as the heir of the Rookvalley family. It's really up to my mom whether or not to free Narelle. Ethan's whereabouts are still unknown, though. Is he really heading for Yurfa? Yurfa? Whatever the f it says. Mito's doing well. She seemed to have calmed down a lot. She even bonded with David. Miro's still a child at heart after all. Everything worked out just fine, Aimhard. Yeah. I'm glad Mito isn't lonely during the time waiting. This moment feels just like a dream. An eternal dream that never needs to be awakened from. So Ara, this is the end of the era you worked so hard to prepare. Yes. I think this is a good way to end the Arawa arc. Arawa era. I'm glad the bridge to the next era has been so well built. I trust our descendants to do well in the Age of Elysium. Perhaps an era where we're not needed at all will arrive sooner than expected. I hope so. Do you know how surprised I was when you picked me up and dodged a falling altar? What was it I said? If you don't want to meet your... What was it you said? If you don't want to meet your mom by dying, then you need to live? What a great line. That's a real quote for posterity. It's the 10th time you've said it now. Aren't you tired of it? Oh, is it? It was just so dramatic that I can't stop thinking about it. Anyway, what was it you wanted to tell me? You said you wanted to see the entire continent of Avalia. Well, from up here you can see not only the temples, but even Lilac Village. What do you think? Ow! But do you remember whenever you held my hand on this bridge? You went straight back to talking about what you wanted to. What was the excuse? Aha! My body moved on its own? You squeezed my hand even though the golem was pointing a cannon at you. Do you have to keep talking about these things? I was just trying to say how thankful I was. Sorry. This is the calmest I've ever felt in my life. There's a pleasant loneliness. A pleasant loneliness? Because now I'm able to miss Father properly. Or that, I didn't really miss him. More resented him for going off to war without telling me. Though, maybe that's why I vented my anger on you, even though you'd done nothing wrong. You have no idea how mean you were. Hi, Barry. Did you continue approaching me because you knew I could change? I can't see the future or read minds. I was just interested in you because you seemed so innocent compared to all those other warriors. Your handsome face played a big part in that too. Stop teasing me. I am deadly serious. Among humans, such words can easily be misinterpreted, so please refrain from them. Misinterpreted in what way? You would say such thing to somebody you are attracted to. You think that's any different for deities? What? That was cute. What continent should we travel to next? How about the continent of Derkar? And that was Witchspring R. This series took a lot longer than I thought, and I did not think I'd be finishing it today. I won't lie. It is currently April the 12th. I am going to be not recording stuff for a couple weeks, and was just planning to get a stockpile. I didn't know that I would be finishing it today. That is beautiful. That's the same art used on, or similar art used on the special edition. This is a beautiful game and one of my favorite RPGs. And going back and playing it for you guys, I know it wasn't a popular that's so cute! I know it wasn't a popular thing for the channel, but man, I was so happy to do this again. It was a game that, at the time, I didn't know what I wanted to record as my next Let's Play. I was honestly sitting there, talking to Gene and being like, dude, I have no clue what the hell I'm gonna do. And it ended up being that I was like, you know what? I kind of want to play Witchspring again. But not only do I want to play Witchspring again because, you know, I could. We're not done. There is more to Witchspring that came out later on. They added an additional, I think it's either additional side story or an additional, like DLC chapter or something like that. It's something cool I wanted to try anyway. And what better way to do it than to do it with you guys? That's a beautiful scene. The only person they didn't bring back that I was hoping they would be Anna, but I know it's better for Tarot development. And that was Witchspring R. Thank you for finishing Witchspring R. The current ending data has been saved as transferable data. Transfer and start is possible via the new beginning on the title screen. Returning to the title screen. An epilogue menu has been added to the title screen. In the epilogue, you can catch up with other characters following the ending or learn more about the world. Look at the beautiful scene of everybody here. Next time on Witch Spring R, I think we get to go explore the epilogue. I believe that's where it is. And continuing our story from there. Oh, it's such a beautiful scene seeing everyone here. To Kiwi Walks, you made an amazing game. I know you're working on another one right now. Please do me a favor and make this a live wallpaper I can put on. Anyway, see you guys next time.